Okay. You can finally relax now. Alright. Well, I mean, this might actually be, like, short. Probably. We're gonna see. So. Things are happening now. Fragments is actually a possible series now. It's actually possible to pull it off. I hope. But I finally realized how it feels to be a director. At the grand age of 18, I've learned how to be a director. I'm starting to learn how to be a director. And it's not easy. So, doing by myself today, because, like, I need to decompress. Sort of. Like, I need to relax. Because I am realizing how stressful it is to be a director. It's more stressful than you would imagine it is. Yeah, see you in chat. Hey, Z. He's like, yeah, like, hello, chat. Hello, people watching the stream. I am doing this by myself because I seriously just need to, like, relax a little bit. Just, I've learned how stressful it is to be a director. Like, as someone who is very new to directing, this is very, yeah, it's interesting. It's difficult, but at least I am willing to take out the challenge of being a director. So, finally have a team for Fragments. Really, that's like courtesy of Diamond, honestly. It's really thanks to Diamond that's possible now. Like, for, because, like, yeah, I mean, it's really thanks to him that's possible now that Fragments is actually going to be a possible thing. But now I'm starting to realize what it's actually like to be a director. And I'm realizing that I am actually the most inexperienced person on my team now, which is ironic because I'm the one who has to lead this entire project. Because I'm the director for all of this. Like, oh my gosh. Z. Like, when I mean chill day, I mean like as an introvert, I need my time to, like, my time without interaction, sort of. Oh, it's a thing with me. It's just how I function, I guess. I mean, I can't keep people off a public server. Like, but I don't need other people around to be chill. Like, I don't need other people around to chill, Z. Like, I know you're trying- oh my god. Like, I know you're trying to be supportive, but, like, if I don't talk much, it's just because I need to decompress. It's like, you know how the concept of social batteries? It's like that. I mean, I'm trying to work on that. I'm trying to work on, like, not having to rely on a social battery to actually be social. But still, it's just, it's time. I'm just overwhelmed, honestly. A little bit, because the whole thing of being new to directing and stuff. So, the whole thing with Fragments now is like, now that there's a team that can help, that's willing to help, I realized I got a lot to learn. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Bro. I mean, now I feel guilty. It's just like I feel guilty now, but at the same time, it's like I need time to relax without having to talk with people. And the way I do that is just by doing solo streams. Oh gosh. Bro. Like, the way I do it is with solo streams. Like, if I wanted to be with other people while I was streaming, I would have joined a VC. I would have joined a VC, like, before I started streaming. I literally talked about this in the in the fan server, like, a few days ago. Or last time I did a solo stream, actually, which is like a week ago now, I think. I don't know, I think it was sometime, like, I don't remember, but still. Anyways, I'm gonna be honest, like, it feels a bit weird being the most inexperienced person on this entire team that I have now. Cause like everybody else on there, pretty much, has been working on has participated in different series, like a lot of different series. This is my first one, and I had to be the director for it. Like, it's difficult, but I mean, I'm hoping, like, I'm not starting off on the wrong foot with the team, because, like, I don't know how to explain it. I literally just don't know how to explain this. It's just how things work with me. Like, it's hard to explain stuff I haven't thought things through first. But really, it's just... Oh gosh, whatever. What? Okay. Well, now okay. Oh, and there they go. Okay. So, like I was saying, it feels weird being the most inexperienced person on the team, because everybody else knows what they're doing, and I have a relative idea of what needs to be done, but as the director for this, it's just, like, it's my first time directing something. It's a challenge, but I think it's a challenge that I need, because, like, I read this book during senior year for the series of assignments called Do Hard Things. The book was called that. So, the whole idea was that the book tells you to do things that challenge you. And one kind of hard thing they tell you to do, and do not take that, I can tell you're probably taking this the wrong way. don't take this the wrong way. Like, one thing they tell you to do is do things that you can't do by yourself. Now, funny thing is, I started reading this around the time I started animating Fragments. So, I thought at first, okay, I can do Fragments by myself. I don't know when I'll get a challenge like that, but I'll try and be ready when I do get one. And I did not realize that project would be Fragments. I didn't realize that project actually was Fragments until, like, a few months ago, actually last month. Or when I opened applications, or when I realized I actually couldn't handle creating an entirely animated series. Oh, more bait, but still, like, I realized that because if it took me 4 months to get Fragments episode 1 done, then how long would it take me to work on the rest of the series alone? As a very inexperienced person, so now the whole team for Fragments exists. I mean, it's nice that the team already, like, knows each other and stuff, but it's also it's their first time meeting me, it's my first time meeting them. Yeah. It feels, for me, it's a little awkward. Because it's my first time talking to them and stuff. And they already have that whole familiarity thing, because they've already worked on different series together before. And this is my first time working with them, and I'm not that experienced. Like, I'm just hoping they're patient. Like, I'm hoping they have patience, because, like, I'm still new to this stuff and all that. And they know that. I did kind of mention it. I kind of mentioned it when the team finally got assembled. It was kind of revealed when the team was finally assembled and stuff. Like, one of the masks is my first time doing this, and I mean, I wasn't gonna say no, but, like, I'm grateful they're here to help, honestly. Because, like, now this whole Fragments is now, like, the realm of possibility. Because before, like, the day, like, before, I think, Wednesday now, like, I was beginning to lose hope that I'd be able to pull off Fragments. Like, get a team, pull it off. And then Diamond brings in people from his team. And I really do appreciate that a lot. It just feels interesting, like, finally being a director. It's a little it's an experience. But it also makes me wonder how other people handle it, I guess. Because, like, I'm wondering how other people handle being directors for series and stuff. Because yeah. It's a little difficult. And it just feels a little... I still just feel awkward, because, like, I've never spoken to anybody else on the team before, but... Well, sort of. I, like, actually talked. You know? She's been... Yeah, I'm looking at chat. Like, I am a little stressed, because, like, I'm so new to this. Like, I am really new to directing. And I can... Like I've said, I'm new to this. It's a little stressful. It can be stressful. But everybody starts somewhere. Like, everybody has to start somewhere. And I've really wanted to, at some point in my life, do a project with a team. I just didn't think it would happen now. But, I mean, the team is patient, I hope. And I'm hoping I can, like, get to know them better, because they do seem pretty chill. Aside from when they're causing chaos in the recording server. Because there already is chaos. Well, there was. It's kind of quelled a little bit today. Nothing really much has happened today. I mean, we're doing some story planning for Fragments and stuff, like getting the entirety of Season 1 worked out. I mean, there are ideas from the original story I had in mind that we're keeping. We're also adding in, like, a lot of new ideas, too. But dang. It's weird. Some of my friends who are good voice actors stuff. I mean, I already have, like... I mean, the team's already, like, willing to voice act. And plus the server I have, like... The server that we're using to record this on, the actual Minecraft server, only whitelists, like, can only have, like, 20 people on it. And the team's already up to, like, what, 18, I think? I'll have to check that, actually. Because I kind of forgot, because it's already a big team. Oh boy. Yeah, the whole thing of being a director never ends. Okay, I gotta answer this real quick, oh boy. Oh boy. I can't read this on stream. Like, I gotta answer this because, like, the work of a director never really ends. I guess. Because I've had to think about ideas for the story all day. We're still working on Season 1. We gotta get everything worked out before we actually begin working on stuff. And I'm like... I mean, it's interesting. Like, bouncing ideas around and stuff. Oh, dang it. I mean, why do I keep spelling that wrong? My gosh. That's funny. Anyways. Yeah, the team's at 18 people now. I mean, it's a surprise, but it's a welcome one. This whole thing can be really stressful. But, I mean, the team's willing to help. And I'm trying to learn what I can from them, because they all have experience and I don't. But everyone starts somewhere. The whole thing with being new to this. Yeah, like I said, everyone starts somewhere. It's gonna be hard. But I'm really up for the challenge. I've needed a challenge for a while now, and I've realized that. I've realized that a while ago. I've really just needed the challenge of, like, actually doing things I would not normally do. Because, like, one thing I struggle with is being social and actually, like, being a leader, I guess. And being the main director for this, having to communicate with my team. That's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting. But I mean, I'm hoping as time goes on, like I'll be able to get more experience being the director of the series. Well, I didn't catch that for a sec. And I'm really hoping this works out. Because Fragments is something I wanted to do for a while. I mean, I could have taken the easy path, written it as a book, and just did that. But I wanted to do something new. I wanted to do something new for a while now, and I guess for me that's working on actual YouTube stuff. Like, this channel's been kinda dead for a while. I'm trying to revive it in the best way that I can. And I'm hoping, like, people actually like this new kind of content that's being worked on. So it's kind of going to a different kind of level with this. Like, working on a team on videos is actually... it's not what I'm used to. Because I'm used to working alone, but can't do that forever, because it's not always going to get you... Because working on your own isn't going to get you isn't going to get you far in the real world, depending on what you do. But, like I've said, the team's here now. And I do hope I can get to know them better. Like, eventually? Because, like I said, I do still feel kind of awkward, just, like, like, there's one thing about me that I've noticed. Like, when I'm not exactly, like, when I'm around new people, I'm not really expressive. Especially when I'm messaging. Because, like, you'll notice a distinct difference between, like, when I first meet somebody and when I'm used to being around somebody. Like, once I get used to new people, I begin to be more expressive. You'll see me, like, use little, like, emoticons and stuff. You'll see me do little faces. The emoticons and stuff. You'll see me doing that. Like, I don't know why I'm like that. Maybe it's because I'm an introvert, like, I don't know. I really don't know. Or it's just the way I function. Like, but either way, it's just... Like, the thing is, like, I can handle meeting a few new people at a time. But the fact I had to meet, like maybe, like, 15 new people, I think it was 15. Yeah, 15 new people in a single day. My little introvert mind was very overwhelmed. I was very overwhelmed. Gonna be honest. Especially because they all knew each other. And I did not know them. I mean, I've heard of them before. I just never actually got to talk to them until yesterday. Like, I'm just hoping I can get to know them a bit more. Like, actually, like, you know, make things less awkward, I guess. Because I feel like right now Cough is, like, really, like, unexpressive. For lack of better words, I don't really know what else to say. Like, there's only one person on the team right now. Well, two, technically, but one of them's not really active. That I am like decently comfortable around, and that's Diamond. Oh, and look at that. He's at, oh, and yep, yeah, I see you in Shadow Diamond. No. This whole team thing is still very new. I'm hoping I can get used to it. And being around people, around all the new people. Because yesterday was overwhelming. Not just, like, in terms of, like, the work that had to be done, but also, like, just for my little... Like, just for the fact that, like, I'm an introvert and I get overwhelmed by meeting a lot of new people at once. Play games. Like, playing games doesn't sound like that bad of an idea. I did have some streams in mind eventually, like, that could potentially involve people on the team. Eventually, and if they're comfortable with it. If they're okay with it. Because I'm not gonna force people to do some... I'm not gonna be forcing people on things they don't want to do. You know? I'm not that kind of person. I'm not gonna force stuff. Oh gosh. What do I even talk about now? Okay, so I'm not really sure when episode 2 is gonna be ready, because we haven't even started working on the builds yet. Because we're still working on the plot for season 1. I mean, we have the idea of, like, some builds that need to be done. We got an idea. We got an idea for that, but... we still need to get... Ah, dang it. Get the plot for season 1 completely worked out. Ah, dang it. Okay. Oh my gosh. Imagine forcing... Like, I'm not gonna force people into doing things they don't want to do. It's not who I am. If you think I'm a little bit of a pushover. A little bit. And I'm also shy, if that wasn't already... I mean, if it wasn't obvious, it probably isn't at first, but, like, I am pretty shy. It's probably why I didn't talk much yesterday, except for, like, assigning roles and stuff. And giving people the roles they need and all that. There's a reason I talked more in the, chats with less people. If you know what I mean, like the skin chat and stuff. Oh my gosh. Talking about Bedrock Rising though, I thought that was... Isn't that like an all or Steve thing? How would Infinity Steve fit into that? Like what would he be, like a... Well, actually, I can't really talk much about that. I mean... Yeah. Infinity Steve was, like, a whole Steve Saga thing. I mean, he's an interesting character, but, like... How would that work? How in the world would that work with Bedrock Rising? Why is it when... Why is it during these streams, like, the chat's actually more active? I'm just not noticing that. I'm now realizing how active chat actually is. Dang it. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Diamond, you literally play an Or Steve. You are literally Diamond Steve in Bedrock Rising. You can imagine playing an Or Steve. Yeah, exactly. Your channel was originally called Diamond Steve too, I remember that. Oh, wait a minute. I just now realized something. I just now realized. Dang. Wait, why isn't my the score should be updated? Whatever. I am pretty close to beating number 8 on the leaderboard. I did not mean to do that today. This is supposed to be like a chill stream, but... And Darkseer. Anyways. Wait, I need to get more bait. What am I doing? Do I? Yeah. I didn't mean to do the leaderboard thing today. Dear gosh. Well, alright, bye, Diamonds. Oh gosh. I have a strange feeling about something. Man, I think Dark's gonna drown. Okay, that sounds normal. Yep, he's drowning. Okay. And mine. Mine. And of course the that's not it. Nope, whatever. Nah, not gonna. I'm not even in the mood to cause like mild chaos. I am a little stressed still. Oh, wait a minute, I know what this word is. Ha! Okay. Am I okay? That's a great question. I don't know. I don't know, Dark. I literally don't know. I mean, it's like I've said, being a director is a lot harder than you think it would be. Especially when you're new to directing. I have a feeling there's a reason Diamond hit on it. It wasn't just for... Oh, and there goes Dark. It wasn't just because he needed to go. I have a weird feeling. And more things in the server. And... For once, things are being active. Like, my server's actually being active. The recording server's... Well, the story writing part of it's actually decently active. Even though right now it's just, like, me and Hugie working on story. Other people too, but right now it's just been us working on plot stuff. I'm tempted to read some of this on stream, but I'm not gonna give away spoilers. I literally can't. I almost said it out loud. Like, you're back? Yes, I see you're back, Dark. If you weren't back, I would not be seeing a message in chat saying you're back. Come on. There's a reason Diamond left. Work of a director just never ends, I'm telling you. It takes breaks, but it does not end. I wasn't expecting this to be easy. Like I've said, it's gonna be a challenge. It is hard doing this when you're new. But I guess what makes it easier is being with people who've had experience with working on a series before. Because I know, like, most people on the team work on series like Legends, Ruined Reality, Bedrock Rising, obviously, because that's Diamond's team. Like, it's good to have people that know what they're doing. Especially when you don't know what you're doing. I mean, I thought I knew. I thought I knew. Oh. Ew. Whatever. I thought I knew what I was- and a fishing rod, okay. I thought I knew what I was doing at first. Or had some idea of what I was doing. But when put with people who actually know what they're doing, I realized I don't know what I'm doing. Well, not entirely. But at least I'm learning. At least I'm learning how to do this stuff. Oh dear gosh. Up. Oh. And, Diamond messaged. Okay, I gotta answer this real quick. Oh gosh. Huh, then Discord showed that you're live. Okay. Jeez. Oh my gosh, I have not played Roblox in so long. Last time I played was like a year. I haven't oh my gosh. I don't think I remember the whole- Jeez. I haven't touched Roblox in like a year. How do I answer this? How do I... I'm thinking out loud if you couldn't tell. Trying to think. Yeah. Like, I mean, Diamond knows I'm streaming, but I'm not sure everybody else in the team knows that I'm streaming. Unless they happen to see my status, because I did say I was able to stream. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Like, I'm not expecting them to know every time that I'm streaming. What? Why is he... Why is he... Okay, that's weird. That is weird. And I got the hiccups now, that's great. Okay. I almost read this. It is such a habit for me to think out loud. I don't know why. It's just a thing with me. I have the habit of rambling and thinking out loud. It's a thing. It's a thing with who I am. What? I was like, wait, how are you here? Oh. Well, yeah, you're watching the stream. Oh my gosh, okay, yep. Hey, thanks. Wait, look at this, look at this. Look at this. Apparently, you can't use ender chests in Skyblock. Which I find super dumb. Because, like, what if you have something you want to protect? Like, for me, it's these things plus my really OP bow. This. Because this is really... I caught this from fishing. I'm not even kidding. But look at this. I place the ender chest. I can't even mine it. I literally can't even mine it. It's just stuck here. I can't mine it. I can't do anything with it. It's so dumb. It's the one thing I can't mine. It's so weird. So like, here's a note to, if you ever end up playing Skyblock on here, do not don't waste time with an ender chest. Trust me, because this will happen. You'll be stuck with this. Can't mine it. Can't do anything with it. Just don't waste your time. Like saving up to get blaze powder and ender pearl and obsidian. Just don't bother. I'm not even kidding, just don't bother. Because you're gonna end up in the same situation that I am. Alright, anyways. Back to fishing and Dark's being up the DJ. As if that's not normal. Okay, now I should probably actually maybe I should think about this. Get answers in the story writing section of this server. I mean, I gotta answer something in the server now. I gotta answer something now, we're still working on the story, like I said. We still gotta get season 1 fully worked out. I mean, honestly, I think it's safe to say, right now, there's gonna be at least 25 episodes of season 1. We're still working out the details. But we're working out details and stuff. But other than that, yeah. I thought the one thing I was gonna be good with here, out of all the things that need to be done for fragments, would be the storytelling part. Because I've written books. I've been writing since I could hold a pencil, pretty much. So that's 14 years. Well, 14 years now, because yeah. But even still, apparently I need to work on this. I need to work on well, I mean, the ideas I have aren't entirely bad. It's just the pacing in which I had them set per episode that needs to be worked on. Just not realizing how similar this is something that happens in Rainbow Quest. What? This new idea that's been put in. I'm realizing how similar this is, actually. I'm not giving any specifics on when this event happens. I will not give specifics, because that'd be too much of a spoiler. But this kind of reminds me of Rainbow Quest. A little bit. Something that happens. I mean, you can take your guesses as to what it is, but I'm not gonna tell you. I can't confirm anything, I'm not gonna deny anything either. Dark, I know are you trying to punch me? Because it's not- you can't PvP here. Yeah, I'll just do that, because I can still see you back there. And bring up the DJ again. That's typical. I mean, well, duh. I can see what you're doing without having to turn around. Yeah, work of a director just never ends, I'm telling you. It can take breaks, but it never ends. Anyways, okay. I'm back. Just hear the cricket, bro. I was trying to think. Like, I have to think without talking because I don't want to spoil things. I'm not giving spoilers for season 1. I mean, granted, it is my series, I can reveal the things I want, but I'm not giving spoilers. Well, not like major spoilers. Because, like, I mean, I'll share, like, occasional little things in my fan server, but nothing completely major. Like, nothing like big plot twists or anything. You know, like, the things like that. I mean, it's exciting, yeah, like, having an actual good story. And you, like, anybody's natural response is to want to talk about it, but it takes a certain level of restraint to not talk about it. It takes a level of restraint to not spoil stuff. I'm crazy. Yes, you are crazy. You are a little crazy, Dark. A little bit. I will give that to you. I'm not even on Discord anymore. Like, I'm not even sure if I mute my mic, it's gonna... I don't even know how... Like, I mean, there is the mute button on here, which is still gonna be able to hear me, probably. I mean, I can think in my head. It's just usually I think out loud. Anyways. I gotta see. I mean, I'd probably get a notification if, something happens. It's like, I'll have notifications from Discord on for one of my private servers and the recording server. Like, every other server I'm in, I have muted. Because, like, they're really big or I just don't talk in them much. Or maybe it's a mix of both. But that's the case with, some servers that I'm part of. I'm not in many, actually. I'm more like in just... I think I'm in 10 now. Yeah. Bruh. Okay. There we go. And I think I was gonna do the hunger reset. You can literally, like... You can go buy food, Dark. And he drowned again. Okay, I can't shake the feeling. I literally can't shake the feeling that there is a specific reason as to why Diamond left so early. I feel like there's a very specific reason as to why. I mean, I'm not sure what the reason is. Like like I said earlier, he did message me earlier. I think there's a reason why. I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna, like, pry or anything. I could be wrong. Just that weird feeling. Where are you supposed to kill squid? Where? I don't see any squid. Is there... Wait, I think there is a squid spawner, but spawners are expensive. Actually, wait a minute. So I didn't realize this existed until yesterday. Okay. So, if you've seen streams before, like, I remember, like, the last time I did, you know, when Diamond joined. Okay. Before I show you, there is a block race that said to, I think there was a block race, I don't remember. I remember saying at some point it said, mine a block of emerald ore. Now, I've looked around spawn, and I've been wondering, like, where the heck they expect you to mine emerald ore? And I had no idea. So, fast forward a little bit. I was walking around, I knew there was emerald ore on the edge of the island, like, below it, like down there, but over there, sort of. I was in F5 mode, I was looking around on the edge over here, and then I stumble upon this. And look what's down here. I kid you not, look what's down here. This was hidden behind the shop the entire time. And I didn't know it until yesterday. Like, what the heck? So apparently it's not impossible, it's just really hidden. It's all just hidden down here. There's even a crafting table, and you can actually use it. Like, how did I not... Oh, there's even a furnace. There's even a furnace. I did not know that. Now I feel like an idiot, because I didn't realize this was here. Actually, I really don't know what they say. They sometimes say to mine lapis ore, but I don't know where that is. There's none down here, but... Still, I'm like, what the heck? How was this down here and I didn't realize? Like, bro. Hello, Dark. I see you down there. And... You're not... I can still see your username. Bro. Are you stuck? I was like, I'm about to say, if you're stuck, I don't know how to get you out, because you can't break blocks here. It's impossible to break stuff. Alright, see you later, Cap. Oh my gosh. Okay. See, I think I have good friends. I have decent friends. Not decent, they are good friends. I appreciate my friends, I swear. I appreciate them. Where I am constantly checking the recording server for anything new. I constantly check it, because sometimes I won't get notifications if somebody says something, like earlier, for example. Because I didn't get a notification for things that were said earlier. And I try to be quick with my responses, but sometimes I gotta think about how I'm gonna phrase something. So it takes me a few minutes to, like, think of what I'm gonna say, you know? Think of that. It's just like that with me. Yeah. But I feel like part of the reason I'm stressed is because I keep stressing myself out by checking the server, thinking I'm going to have something new to respond to. Granted, the server probably isn't going to be, like, super active in the afternoons. Probably because, like, everybody on the team, except for one person, works on other series. I said this already, but usually they're needed for recording. So, yeah. Usually they're needed for recording on other stuff. The other series. Especially Legends and Burned Reality. I can tell. Like, it's a wonder yesterday they had so much time to talk in the Fragments server. Maybe they weren't recording that day, I don't know. I don't know how it works, I'm not in those servers, but... And I probably won't be in them anyways, because, like, being a director on just one series is stressful enough for me. Like, directing just this series alone, especially because I'm so new to it, is stressful enough. I'm not really sure how I can manage being on more than one. Like, manage working with somebody on a different series, while also working on my own, being the director for it. Well, actually, like, I have a decent schedule, too. Because I'm starting college next month. And the thing is, fun thing is, I only have 4 classes, and they're all in the morning. And they're only on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I only have to show up for college 3 days a week, and I'm gonna be home by noon all of those days. So I'll have the entire afternoon off to work on recording and stuff. And I'll also have all of Tuesday and Thursday off, too. So, it works. Like, it actually works. Like, I'm supposed to have, like, 5 classes, I think, but... for, I don't know, credit hours. Like, people in high school know what I'm talking about, because, like, you need a certain amount of... It's kind of like the whole credit thing you need in high school, but it's hours of class. You need, like, 15 per year. I'm gonna get, like, 12, but... Man, it shouldn't be much of a problem. I'm hoping it's not. But, still. It's a good schedule, especially because because of the whole thing with Fragments now. Like, I hope it'll work out. Like, I'll have to be there, like, 8 in the morning. But I'll be leaving at 11:50. And I only live, like, 15 minutes from college, too, so... I can be at home, because there's no dorms in the college campus. I have to commute but... Still. I don't have to worry. At least I hope. I mean, I'll need time to work on college stuff and all that, like the work I get from college, like homework, because you can't really escape homework. But I'm hoping I'll still have enough time to record Fragments. Now, actually, like, funny thing is, I set up the Minecraft server today, and I'm very proud of myself because I'm not a tech person in the slightest. And I managed to figure out how to get the plugins installed and like how to get plugins installed, how to get the server set up and stuff. The one thing with the server though, even though it's like a free host, but it's a free host, the server can only be up for 3 hours before it goes offline. And from what I've heard, it takes half an hour to set up before recording. Like, I know it's a bit of a process to get everything ready, like all the nicks and stuff. The nicks and get the skin plugin working and stuff, but... I mean, it'll be interesting. I mean, it probably could be enough time to get a few episodes recorded and stuff, from what I've heard. But 3 hours? Like, why? Why 3 hours? I tried getting more time on the timer past that, because you gotta, like, manually add time to the timer before the server goes offline. But it only goes to 3 hours. It might be a problem. Might be. And I did not mean to get the leaderboard today. I did not mean to move another place in the leaderboard, but... Alright, hold up. Alright, anyways, back here, let's go. And there I go. Okay, honestly, this is a little funnier now, because, like, I've met Energy now. I have met Energy. And it's kind of funny now, because I don't think he knows that I got a spot on the leaderboard. I mean, I'm not sure he'll care, but... It's a little funny now since I've met him. It's just a little funny. Okay? Little funny I got the leaderboard. And I kind of took his spot on it. I mean, it was gonna happen eventually. It's inevitable. It was gonna happen eventually. Like the saying goes, nothing lasts forever. But imagine he does realize. Like, I don't know how he'd react. Man, I doubt he's gonna care. I really doubt he'll care, but... Either way, I'm not gonna say it. I'll let him figure it out on his own. I'm gonna let him realize on his own. But we'll see. We'll see. I need to stop checking the server, I swear to gosh. I need to stop checking it. I do it like every 5 minutes. I don't need to. Like, my gosh. Like, literally, like, earlier, I realized the problem was that I kept checking the server so constantly. Like, part of the stress is from checking the server so constantly, stressing myself out over, like, what if they say something I didn't respond? And I wasn't there to see it. Yeah. So I had to restrain myself from looking at my phone and just watched a video that was 1 hour and 20 minutes long. Like, is Rinsler playing FNAF Ruin, like, the second part of, like, the second video of him doing it? That entire time, I had to restrain myself from looking at my phone, from checking it, and checking the server. Well, it's not... Okay. I'm gonna fix that. I mean, if you mean the timer, like, it's not the server, it's the host I'm using. It's the host. It's the server hosting site that I'm using for this. It's the server host that I'm using, it's not the server itself. And I've tried fixing it. There's no way to fix it. I mean, it's not like it matters, because, like, 2.5 hours should be enough time to get a few episodes in. Assuming there's, like, in a perfect world, there wouldn't be, like, any, like, bloopers or anything. I mean, I might upload bloopers after episodes and stuff, like, bloopers would be fun. Like, would you guys want me to upload bloopers of things that happened in episodes that weren't meant to happen? Like, would you guys want to see bloopers? Because I wouldn't mind uploading them. I mean, if there are bloopers. And it would be fun if there... And I'm not, like, a stickler for being, like, perfect on the first try. Because I know there's gonna be mess-ups. Because, I mean, that's inevitable. Like, there's gonna be things that get messed up. Because no one's perfect and stuff, you know? So... I think it'd be interesting. having some bloopers, and maybe I'll make them like short videos and stuff. Or upload them as like little blooper reels, probably. I mean, we'll see. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Like when we actually get recording and stuff. Like, what's I'm using? I'm using Phalanx, but... Like, I'm using Phalanx as the host site for it, but... I mean, I don't think the team really cares. I mean, they do care, but like... 2.5 hours should... According to them, like, 2.5 hours should be enough time to get episodes in. So... yeah. And assuming it takes, like, exactly 30 minutes to get setup done. Like, assuming it takes 30 minutes to get setup done for an episode. And the 2.5 hours could, like... I mean, the episode shouldn't be, like... I mean, I'm thinking they're not gonna be, like... I mean, there might be some around 20 minutes long. Maybe. It's hard to say right now, but... still. We're gonna see. And even if, like, the timer runs out, I can always just add more without having to restart the entire server. So it's not like it's a big... super big issue, you know? Yeah, it's not the biggest issue. Because I have console access, and I can, like... yeah, I can just add time to the timer, like, add, like, an extra hour to the timer without needing to restart the entire server, making everybody get kicked off. I checked it earlier. I tested it this morning when I got the server set up. So it should be okay. It's not the biggest issue. I almost just checked the server again. I almost did it. I almost did it. The restraint I have had to take a break from looking at the server is unreal. The amount of restraint. It's a habit. Like, I'm pretty Discord active. Like, really Discord active. But I need a break. This is my form of a break. Streaming. Doing a little chill stream. Where ironically chat's more active when there's when it's just me compared to when there's other people here. Like Z and Dark. And Cat. Even though it's been a bit. I mean, I know it's for like reasons, and I get it, but yeah, still. Yeah, like, this is my way of relaxing, you know, just like having a little chill fishing stream, because this is the only way to get rich on Skyblock other than the races. Races just take longer, but fishing can do for like an infinite amount of time. Why do I always do this? Like, it's cat, it's fine. Like, it's fine, like, it's not the biggest issue. Like, I can still add time, and I'm trying not to spend money. Because, like, I already have to spend money on Nitro and stuff, because, like, Nitro is pretty important for this whole process. Like, it's fine. I mean, I appreciate it, but I'm pretty sure we'll be okay. And I just did it again. Yeah, no one said anything. Oh boy. Fine. Oh, I have 1 mile. Oh, that's perfect. This is perfect. This is perfect. This is so perfect. I have good chicken on my... Bruh. I thought I got rid of... I thought mobs didn't spawn here. I thought mobs didn't spawn. I literally lit up my entire island with sea lanterns. They should not be spawning. Oh my gosh. If they trampled any of my crops, I swear. Swear to gosh, if they trampled my crops, I'm gonna be mad. I've done that enough times on my own. Yep, see, chicken. That's very convenient. That was extremely convenient, honestly. And okay, put these in the new chest. Okay. Make this stop, right? What? That's weird, okay. I may as well get these while I'm here. Oh no. Alright, go get the wheat over here. And yay. I didn't trample any of my crops for once. Yay. Wait, look at these. Look at these. Look at these. My little axolotls. Tally and Callie. Look at them. Look how cute they are. These guys were expensive. They cost like... It costs $10,000 for a single bucket of axolotl. So that's why I spent so much time working on this giant pond for them. And they always freak me out when they come over here, because, like... I mean, look how I need to work on this, but... Look how easy it is for them just to swim up here, get on land. I mean, these two give me anxiety, I tell you. Because they can very easily, like, fall off the edge of the island. But I haven't bothered getting more grass blocks to expand that edge of the island with. Working on expanding that way. Yeah. There's things I'm just not fixing yet. That I probably should fix. Well, actually, why did I do that? Why did I do that? Alright, there we go. Put that in there. Where did I put my other seeds? There they are. I was like, wait, why are these in here? But then I realized, like, those were fish that I gave my axolotls. They like to eat the exotic fish. Can you get netherite gear? No, you cannot actually. Like, look at this. Like, seriously, like, it's impossible now. The best you can get is diamond gear. So, you go over to the blacksmith here. There's no netherite. There's no netherite armor. You can't even buy netherite tools. So you're like, oh, just get netherite ingot. You sure about that? Because no, you can't do this either. The best, you can't even buy diamonds. You literally can't buy diamonds. You can't. Well, block and netherite. You can't. I don't know why they're not being sold. Because I would much rather have netherite gear than diamond right now. The best you can get is diamond. And I want to get one of these, but these are freaking expensive. I don't know why this costs $200,000. Me to be able to, like, yeah, I mean, I figured that much out, because, like, I mean, if they have netherite, if they have armor here, they definitely used to sell netherite gear here. Yeah. Like, I didn't know it existed, but I didn't realize you could do this. I did not, for some reason, did not see this. I did not see this. I just thought this was all that they sold here. No, actually, no. This is all that they sold here. For some reason, the green blends in with the black for me. I don't know what it is. But you can't get netherite now. It's so dumb. Like, I don't know why it's not being sold. I don't know why. Because it was like this, I think, before I joined Rainbow Realm. And now it's just the way things are. You know, it's just... Maybe once Rainbow Realm gets updated, it'll be like... Maybe it'll be sold again? Or maybe then as long as it's a little too like, OP or something. Especially in, like, PvP fights. Other than that, I don't know. Like, I seriously just don't know. Stupid habit, Stupid habit's gonna be the death of me, I swear. I mean, it's not like it's the worst habit. I've gotta have a habit of checking Discord for things regarding fragments, but still. I need a break every now and then. Need a break. Need a Kit Kat. I mean, I think if you had netherite gear, you might still have it. Because, like, I don't think they would take it away. Like, I think if you bought netherite or had netherite at some point, obtained it somehow, I think they would let you keep it. Because I doubt they'd take it away. It wouldn't make sense for them to take it away. It'd just be, like, really hard to get now. Look, I don't know how the whole technical stuff works here. I'm not a tech person. Even though I set up my own server this morning. Minecraft server. Like, on my own. Not needing help, but still. Give me some of my Sprite. I'm mixing up my words now. It's not Sprite, it's Cherry Coke. Yeah. So, how are you doing today, chat? Hoping you're not as stressed as I've been with all this. What do mob coins do? What the frick do mob coins do? I have not been able to ask about that yet. Like, I don't know what they do. Swear to gosh, I don't know what they- I don't get it. Yeah, like I said, it wouldn't make sense for him to take netherite away. Like, if you had netherite, it wouldn't make sense for them to, like, you know, get rid of it. If you had it already. Now that I think about it, I wonder if envoys, like, give netherite gear. 'Cause I've heard they give, like, really OP stuff. But, like, I'm really wondering if that's what exactly they contain. 'Cause I know they have money. I know they have diamond gear. But I wonder if they actually give netherite. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to tell, because, like, the minimum amount of players needed for an envoy star is 5. And there's usually less than that online. And there's never 5 people on at once. Or in time for an envoy. It's kind of sad. Cause like, I want to do an envoy. Like, I think it'd be fun for part of a stream just to run around, do an envoy, you know, things like that. But because there's not enough people online, it's never the case. But, oh well. I got my fishing, so I could just focus more on the leaderboard stuff. When I'm on here, at least, you know. Like, this is actually kind of relaxing. You know, like, just being here and, like, not having to, like, deal with, okay, well, it's not the right way to say it, but, you know, like, be forced to talk with people, you know? It's just how my introvert mind works. Like, I know I'm talking to chat, but it's not like verbal conversation, you know? It's not a whole verbal thing. It's not me having to verbally talk with another person. 'Cause, yeah. Like, I need these chill streams so I can just relax every now and then. It's a good way to de-stress and stuff. Like, interact a bit with my audience and just generally just, like, relax for a little bit. How have I been rambling for, like, the past hour? I've been rambling so much. Oh my gosh. This entire thing, if you couldn't tell, was literally just the whole rambling. I don't know how I've lasted this long. Just talking about random stuff, like fragments and all that, and the progress that's starting to be made on it. Got to think because it was 2 OP, like, yeah. I mean, that's what I was figuring, because, like, Netherite's, like, the strongest armor in the game. The vanilla game, like, with mods, like, that can be... That's different. What am I doing? Like, especially when you enchant it with, like... When you get enough enchantments for it to be, like, a god set of armor. Yeah. I can see why they get rid of it. I mean, it makes sense. Because they don't want anybody, like, fighting a completely unfair, a super unfair fight. Totally not thinking of those 2 fights I had with Diamond on the last stream. Dang it, now that I've said that, that's what I'm thinking about now. Like, the fact that I beat Diamond twice in PvP. Just because I had a sharp 3 diamond axe. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of funny, though. It'd be funny if anybody in the team asked of like how exactly I met Diamond and be like, well, funny story about that. Yeah, just like just recap the entire stream. So you're in Rainbow Realm, I PvP you with just iron armor and your diamond armor or Java. I mean, maybe, because like maybe. I'm gonna get my butt whooped anyways. Because I'm not that good at PvP. Well, neither is Diamond. Neither is Diamond, but still. Like, see, I said last stream, like, I don't look for fights. Fights just come to me. See, this is what I mean. This is literally what I mean. The fights just approach me. It's like those times where you don't look for trouble, it just finds you anyways. That's me at PvP. That's literally me. Both PvP fights, I swear. Swear to gosh. That's exactly what it's like. Like, I'm not like a trouble magnet, or I'm not like a fight magnet. I just exist, and then the fights just find me. It's weird. Oh. Maybe let's play him on it. That's an interesting book to get. That's not the biggest amount of money biggest amount of money ever, but still. Oh my gosh. The fighting's fall, not your... Exactly. It just finds me. I don't look for it. The fights just come to me. That I don't actively look for fights. If anything, I am more of a pacifist. I don't look for drama. I don't look for fights. I don't look for trouble. Like, I'm like that in school, and I'm like that in Minecraft. You know, like, funny story, actually. Like, I was thinking about this earlier, like, how to look for trouble. So I was in 6th grade. I remember this day really... I didn't get bait. I keep forgetting that. Anyways, I was in 6th grade, and I was in language arts. And I remember we were watching a movie by Helen Keller, and we had these questions to answer to go along with the movie. So, recently, like, this school year, apparently, the middle school implemented this system of, like, citations and referrals for, like, if you do something bad, you can be written up for a citation. And if you get 3 citations, you get a referral, which basically means you probably get suspended. Or something bad happens. I forgot what punishment exactly works, it's been so long, but still. Anyways, I remember I was sitting in class just peacefully doing my work, and my teacher gets a call from the principal, the 6th grade principal, and I remember she went over to my desk and told me that I had to go to the principal's office. So it was really dark in the room, but I could feel the color just like drain from my face because I hate getting in trouble. I hate it, getting in trouble at school. See, I'm that much of... I don't look for trouble. Like, that's how much I don't look for it. To the point where I'm scared of getting in trouble at school. So, I have no choice but to go down to the principal's office, which wasn't even that far away, because, like, the middle school was divided into wings and 2 floors. Like, the 6th graders had the entire downstairs floor, and 2 different hallways. And there were 8 classrooms in each, but they were split in half. Like a certain group of students would be in a set of 4 classrooms, and another set would be in the other 4. It's like that. It was a weird system, but the hallways overall were connected, and in the middle was the principal's office. So the entire walk down there, I was like on the verge of crying because I didn't know what in the world I had done to be sent down to the principal's office. Because as far as I knew, I had caused trouble. I had not done anything wrong. Ever. I've never been written up at my entire time at school. My record's stainless. So... I go down to the office, and I sit in the waiting room like the person there tells me to. And I am just sitting there, like, pretending that I am perfectly fine. When in reality, like, I was freaking out. Because, like, why did I be called down here? Why in the world would the principal need me? I thought I was gonna get a referral or something. So, eventually, I'm called into the office. And I take my seat in front of the principal's desk. And I can hold a straight face. I can mask, like, my fear decently well. But I go in there, I sit down, and apparently I was getting a little award for actually being a good student. I think. Like, I know it was good. It wasn't actually bad. So I'm sitting here like, this tsunami of relief crashed over me. I'm like, oh thank gosh. I'm not in trouble. But still, that's like, it's terrifying. I mean, eventually, like, I've been called to the principal's office in, like, high school sometimes. It's not that scary anymore, because, like, I still didn't cause trouble. I got more comfortable talking to the principals and stuff, but still. Like, there's still that little part of me that still got scared being called to an administrator's office when I don't know the reason why. Because, like, when I was called on there in 6th grade, I was racking my head, like, for everything I had done that I could possibly been written up for within the last month. Or actually the entire year. And as far as I knew, I hadn't done anything wrong. Teachers never had to yell at me or get on me or anything. I was that kid. I was that kid in school. The one that the teacher never had to, like, write up or discipline. And because of that, like, teachers actually kind of, like, I don't know, I was, like, favored by some of my teachers. Subtly, of course, but still. I mean, I could tell sometimes, but every single teacher I've had, except for one, but we won't talk about that, but every teacher I had liked having me in their class. Apparently. I'm not trying to brag here, I swear. It's just, I was also that student in school where, like, I was pretty good with every subject except for math. I was a little, I think a little too good at certain subjects. At those other 3. Like, to the point where I didn't even have to study or try to pass those classes. I don't know, okay? I don't know how I was able to survive that. So, I mean, no, I have, like, horrible studying habits. But still. Like, I'm usually always the first person they've done with stuff and everything. Somehow, I was just that person. Especially in senior year, because, like, even though I had an AP class in a dual enrollment class, I barely had to try in any class I had that year, including my math class, my stats class. to succeed. Like, I graduated with my lowest grade being a 95. And that was an AP. I wish I could say I was joking. Like, I got an award for it, too. They had a little award ceremony, and they call it the Academic Excellence Award if you're leaving, like, there's two different kinds of, like, academic awards you can get. You can get academic honors for getting 85s and above in every class, or you can get academic excellence where you get 95s above in every class. So the thing is, like, my score at the time of AP was a 90, but I finished my AP exam by then. Worst 4 hours of my life, because I was stressed that entire time and worried. But anyways, my grade was a 90. But when you finish AP, your grade gets bumped up 5 points. So I wasn't sure at the time if that counted because, I mean, I knew I was getting an award. I was thinking it's going to be the honors award. But apparently it wasn't. Like, I knew that was guaranteed because because my lowest grade currently was the 90. But apparently it did count. That 95 that I technically had counted like academic excellence. Like, I even got an award for like having one of the highest grades in statistics too, because like I had a 96 in there when the award ceremony happened, which was pretty cool, honestly. And it's also kind of funny because, like, normally like I said, I'm horrible at math. I can't do math for the life of me. Well, I can do geometry, but, well, sort of. And I understand stats probabilities. Like, that's the only math I understand. You give me algebra, I'll just die. But still, like, for some reason, like, in stats, I was the only student that was able to understand anything I was taught that entire year. Out of the 15 of us, I was in a private school, in small classes. Out of the 15 people, somehow, I was the only person that understood anything. Like, it made sense to me and basically no one else. Like, some people, like, got some stuff here and there, but not, like, the entire curriculum. I don't know how that happened with just me, but my classmates knew this. They knew I was the only one that understood anything. And every time they didn't understand, they'd always, like, I am the go-to person for them. And it's a bit of a problem, because, like, if the whole class, except for one person, doesn't understand something, there's a bit of a problem. But it was the first time my teacher had been teaching stats that year, so I don't really blame her, but I mean, she could use more than just videos to teach us, you know? Because that was pretty much how we learned that year. Usually I do terrible learning from videos, but somehow I didn't. I don't get it. I really don't. But every time there's something nobody understood, they would always look at me and be like, Eliza, how do you do this? Like, how do you do number 4? Oh, you gotta go. Bye, Z. See you later. Like, I don't get it. Like, I'm saying, I don't get it. Like, I was the go-to person. Like, there's even this one time when the teacher couldn't be there. We had a test that day, and we had a sub. Nobody understood anything on the test. Even I didn't. Well, not at first. But everyone was turning to me. Because we were all struggling. Because, like, I got some of the concepts that were taught that unit, but not everything, and most of those things I didn't understand fully. Excuse me. We're on the test. So, everyone turns to me, and it's like, at this point, none of people cared that we were talking during a test. Because teacher wasn't there, because, like, she's really strict on rules and stuff, but she wasn't there to scold us. That was their logic. It was a substitute teacher that was really chill. But I was struggling too. Like, I was trying to work things out in my head. Because I did not know anything. Well, sort of. I didn't understand most stuff. Some stuff I got, like I said, but the rest I didn't understand. Fully. It was just like that. So. Like, it was a whole left and right thing. They're like, how do you do number 4? How do you do number 20? How do you do this? I don't... Yeah. I was pretty much like the student teacher that year. And what makes it funny is that, like, the teacher also really liked me too, because I was the only person that did my work on time and stuff. Like, that actually got work done on time and actually understood stuff and passed the tests. Yeah. So I was kind of a teacher's... I was like the student but not really student teacher that time for stats. And it's still kind of funny how that happens. It's just like that. It was just like that. Like, my classmates knew I was smart. Because, like, actually, they had this system at my school, at the private school, where it's like, you have the 3-day model, where you get to go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They call it the university model. And I see why now, because I kind of have that at my college. So, there's also the traditional, like, university model students, just UM for short, they were the smart people in my grade. And it was split pretty half and half. There's like 30 other students, not including me. At least 16 of them were in the UM model. But then there's the traditional model, the TM model, which I was stuck in, which was the 5-day model. And I just find it really ironic how that, yeah. I asked my parents, put me in the 3-day model, and they're like, no, you should be at school all 5 days. But there's no point when most people, but I would have been with the smarter people if I was there in the 3-day model. But anyways, on the days when the UM students weren't there, the school was generally a lot quieter, but still, like, I could have been with all the smart people where I actually would have fit in better. Because I did not fit in with the TMs at all. Like, they were the popular students. Like, they were... I mean, I don't mean to be rude to them, but they're like they're kind of like the stereotype students you'd see in, well, not like Disney Channel, but, you know, like, the stereotype, like, the thing you would think of when you think of somebody popular in high school. They would probably fit the definition of that. And they are nice. They weren't mean and stuff, because, like, the school wouldn't tolerate bullying. But I didn't really, like, associate with them either. Like, if anything, the UM kind of, like, adopted me, pretty much. I was just adopted by them, because I didn't fit in with the TMs. But it kind of worked out, because the people who struggled were actually in the TM model, generally, so I was able to help them on the days when the UMs weren't there. Because usually on Tuesdays and Thursdays, we'd learn, like, we wouldn't be learning stuff, because the fact that most of the people in class wouldn't even be there. So we just, like, we'd have an assignment to do that the UMs would also do at home, but still, like, other than that, yeah, it was like that. It's interesting how that school worked. It's only there for 2 years, but still. Interesting final years of high school. I could talk about that school for a while. Well, actually, wait, there's actually this one story that happened during junior year. Like, that year, I'd made friends with, like, a group of sophomores, and they're actually pretty nice. Like, I would think it was a Thursday. Or maybe it was a Tuesday, I don't remember. It was like one of the days when the UMs weren't there. I was just sitting with them, we were eating lunch, we were chatting and stuff. And then, like, since it's a private school, like, it's not super, like, it's not like a super rich school, but they had microwaves in the back of the cafeteria in case you brought food need to be warmed up. So, people use the microwaves a lot. And one of those times, like, I looked over at the microwaves at some point because I had to turn my head to the left to see my friends, see the people I was chatting with. And I see in the corner of my eye, like, this billow of smoke coming out of one of the microwaves. And then I get my friend's hand, I'm like, look, what's going on over there? Look at that. And then soon, the entire cafeteria notices. And then everyone's, like, wondering, what the heck do we do? Because, like, there's something on fire in the microwave, and it didn't set off the smoke alarm. Dang it. Anyways. It didn't set off the smoke alarms yet. But it was still, like, pluming out of the microwave. So eventually someone gets the courage to go over there and check what's inside. And there was a... okay. There was this burnt... oh my gosh. There was this burnt corn dog in there with the plastic wrap still on. And it was one of the people, one of the other juniors at that time, well, they were in my class, that put it in there. And they thought they put it in for 90 seconds. Apparently, she put it in for 9 minutes. With the plastic wrap still on. Now it's like, nobody was like super mad, but that microwave couldn't be used anymore. Because it smelled like smoke, and it smelled like burnt corn dog, I'd imagine. And plastic. Like, oh my gosh. That was an interesting little thing. That was... oh my gosh. That was funny. One of those funny things that happen at school. Oh my gosh. I mean, I have some good memories in that school. I generally did better in that school anyways, because like socially I did better, because like in public school, like everybody knows how big they are. For me, like as an introvert, like I felt kind of lost in that, because like I never really knew how to make friends. Which is and I'm also really shy, so that's even more of a struggle for me. Like interacting with people, you know? Oh look, Diamond. Like look. Hey Diamond. See, you're back. I'm just talking about, I'm rambling about school stuff. Cause I don't know what else to talk about now. So like I was saying, I was talking, like, in public school, like, I felt like those schools are huge. And me as an introvert, who's really bad at talking to people, generally, felt really lost in that kind of number, because, like, yeah, I didn't know how to make friends. Yeah. And I never really learned how to, like, understand other people's humor. I mean, I have a sense of humor. Sort of. It's not the best, but I still have one. I understand jokes, just like some will go over my head. But my parents eventually noticed, so they put me in private school, where it was a lot smaller, and like, I did a lot better there. Like, especially with grades too, because like, not only like my grades, like, they were okay in public school, but they weren't the best. But I mean, in private school, they just went up a lot. Like, I made more A's than I did B's for once. Which I'd say was pretty good. Still. Yes, it is weird and it's also fun. I had to switch in the middle of my I had to switch after sophomore year. From public to private. Third time in my life I had to switch schools. It was weird. But Like, since I'm so shy and stuff, I did a lot better in that. I did a lot better in private school. Because, like, the people there were more friendly and stuff, and it wasn't like, not everything you'd think about in public school, like, mattered and everything. Like, I even had the courage for once to try playing softball. Because my dad played baseball when he was in school, and my granddad played baseball. So I thought, you know what? What if I played softball? Like, did something like... Because I had baseball blood in my veins. I may as well give it a shot. Didn't really work out, though. Because we had a 2-month practice season. And since I was so new to sports, I may or may not have severely sprained my ankle during that practice season. So I couldn't play for 2 months. So I couldn't play for the second half of the practice season and the first month of actual softball. I mean, I got to be the team manager and, like, keep the lineup in order and, like, tell people who's going to be up next and who's on deck. And keep the dugout tidy. Like, I still got to know a lot of people on the team. Like, I even met one of my best friends there. Like, MG was actually one of the people I met while during softball. So, I met one of my best friends, even though I couldn't play. So, okay, so after I had to wear a brace because my ankle was that bad. The sprain was that bad, I had to wear an ankle brace for 2 months. So, okay, funny thing is, every time the team lost a game, which wasn't that often for once, apparently, they had to run around the field. And even though I couldn't run, I still felt like I was part of the team too. I was going to take part in the punishment. So I did the one thing I absolutely hated during warm-ups. Squats. So, I began doing squats, standing with the coaches, doing squats. Next thing I knew, my kneecap popped out of place, and down to the floor I went, down to the field. Oh my gosh. That was like one of the most traumatic things that happened the entire season. Not just for me, but for literally everyone else, because that had never happened before. So this was right after I got better, too. Like, I was gonna tell Coach, after that game, I was ready to actually play. Because I'm left-handed, like, they said that left-handed batters are actually like a weapon, because everybody else was right-handed. I was the first lefty ever on the team. So, I could have played, but I couldn't. Because my knee popped out. My kneecap popped out of place. And that took me out for the rest of the season. For another 2 months. And I had to wear a knee brace. Like, funny thing is, like, the ankle sprain was on my right foot. The knee injury was on my left knee. Like, every time I get injured, I don't know why, it's literally always from the waist down. I never get injured, like, it's always my legs. Something on my legs or my feet will get injured or be the reason for an injury. I don't know what it is. But that especially got proven when that whole knee thing happened. I mean, it was really painful. Because, like, you'd think, like, at first I thought, like, dislocating a knee wouldn't, like, hurt as bad as dislocating an arm. Now, I wouldn't know how that felt. So I never dislocated an arm before. Or a shoulder. But I dislocated a knee. It hurt so bad. And the fact I could see the kneecap through my pants, like, bulging out of my pants, was not a fun sight either. I mean, I was lucky it popped back into place pretty easily, but... oh. I could not go to school for 3 days because of that. I mean, there's also this giant parking lot at my school that connects 2 different buildings. Like, the elementary building has, like, some classes that the high schoolers have to have, and middle school, but On the other end of the school, the upper school, was where a majority of classes are, but I still had classes within the elementary building. So I had to walk across the parking lot with that knee brace on every day and upstairs for lunch for 2 months. It was not fun. I'm telling you, it was painful. Because I shouldn't have been bending my knee that much. I was trying to keep weight off of it, but it's kind of impossible when you're at school. And I couldn't just, miss 2 months of school, so I just suck it up and just, go to school. I couldn't afford to drop my grades, because if I dropped my grades, I'd be off the team entirely. If I miraculously healed before the season was over, and my grades slipped, because I wasn't in school, I wouldn't have been able to play with them. So that was a fun experience. It's over a year ago now. I think 2 now, because it was junior year when it happened. I almost did softball this year, but since it was senior year, I was like, you know what? What's gonna get me... Do I want to do softball this year, or should I focus on grades? And I chose to focus on my grades, because, the coach always encouraged us to focus on our grades first, and then softball. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh, your reaction's diamond. Okay, anyways. Dang. The coach always told us, focus on our grades first, because those will get you farther in life than softball ever would. And he was pretty true about that, because that's part of why I chose to focus on grades that year. And it was a good thing I did too, because AP Literature, there's a reason it's a senior only class. There was a reason only 8 of us were in there. AP Literature, it gives you a bit of a challenge. It prepares you for college and stuff. And I had to write 1 or 2 essays, college level essays, every week for the entire year. Well, except for the last few weeks after the exam was over. Because, I had my AP exam before the school year ended, 2 weeks before. And a few days before, seniors got to leave because they were done. So, those last few weeks before the AP exam, she gave us, practice exams from years before. Because there's 50 multiple choice questions. And it may sound like, why is that so bad? Those things are difficult. Because, it's a trick question. There could be 2 right answers, but you really, really gotta analyze stuff to understand it. To pick a more logical answer. But still, it's just... You also had to you had to answer those questions within... How long was it? I don't know. I think an hour? It was a 3-hour exam, I think. You also had to write 3 essays in 2 hours. Now, that also may not seem that bad. But you had to read stuff before you wrote an essay. You had to read a short story, a poetry. You had to read and analyze a piece of poetry, a short story. In the 3rd essay, you had to write something about, they'd give you a list of books to choose from, or something, or you can choose your own if it applies, and they'll tell you to write something write an essay analyzing how, okay, let's say for example, how mind doesn't always solve your problems, and they give you a list of books that relate to that theme somehow, and you have to write a full essay about that. You don't get to see the books beforehand. You just had to read at least 1 or 2. Or you could do something you read during the school year. Because we read a lot. We read, like, plays, we read actual books. It was interesting. It was interesting. I mean, my teacher was really nice, too, because, like, the teacher was really chill. She's the teacher, like, everybody loved to have. She was that teacher. Like, she was super chill, but she made sure everybody, like, was doing what they needed to. But she was super nice to us. She's nice to everybody. I miss her, but she's one of my favorite teachers. But the work that she gave us was difficult, especially in the beginning, because like none of us really knew how to write college level stuff, and I don't think she was expecting us to, so she was kind of lenient with us in the beginning of the year. But bruh. Okay, that was weird. Let her whistle. That's weird. That was weird. Okay, anyways. Oh, dang it. Beginning of the year, she was really lenient because we could, like, learn how to properly write an essay and she showed us, like, what to do and stuff. Like, how to actually write things that were college level. And it is good prep, because I'm starting college next month, and I probably should go back at some point, like, reread the essays that I did good on to, you know, like, brush up on what I should be doing when I actually start college and have to write essays and all that. But it's like, the thing is, like, don't do AP, because unless you think you can handle it, because it gives you a lot of work. And it'll take up a lot of your time. That's also part of the reason why I did not finish Fragments until freaking June. I was focused more on that class. That was the reason why. Because school was the priority. There's also dual enrollment, which it's kind of similar to AP, because, like, you can get college credit and high school credit for doing a class. For doing a dual enrollment class. So, I did that with religions this year. It was difficult too. We had to read this book called Tapestries of Faith. In the chapters, we had to read a chapter every week. And we had this assignment we had to do, where we had to sum up the entire chapter, and each chapter was so freaking long. They were like 40 pages of straight talking religions. I'm like, why? Why do you make us read this? And there were sections in each chapter. Sections, chapters were split, but oh my gosh. We had to write a summary. Minimum 2 paragraphs. 3, I think it was 3 per section. And then you had to get the essence of each chapter in a single sentence. I'm like, how do you do this? How in the world do you do this? Oh my gosh. Never again. Well, actually, I won't have to worry about it in college now. Thank goodness. Because I did it in high school. Because I did it as a senior. It's a senior only thing anyways. But that requires responsibility too. Like dual enrollment stuff. Like I'm saying, like, if you think you can handle the amount of work you could possibly be given in a dual enrollment class, go for it. But generally, like, it's better to know what you're getting into before actually doing it. School-wise. But, yeah. Just be careful with the classes you choose and stuff. Like, before you choose to do a dual enrollment or AP thing, take a minute to, like, think about if you think you can handle the responsibility that would come with it. Because, I mean, I thought I could, and I could, apparently. Because I passed those classes with A's. But it's just better to think about it, you know? No, it's not. Dang it. Wrong thing. It's just better to think before you do. You know? I was lucky that dorm room was a semester-long thing. I think I would have died if it was a full year thing. I would not have lasted an entire year. I barely lasted that semester. And oh my god, I remember. The study guides. The freaking study guides. The teacher made them 8 pages. And that was the shortest study guide I'd seen. 8 pages. We'd also do notes, like really, really, really thorough notes. Like, I could fill up 5 pages within that single class period. I can't even make this up. 5 pages of notes. In a single period of class. On top of the tapestries of faith work, that was the most stressful class I've ever taken. And that says something, because I took honors chemistry. Worst mistake I've ever made in my high school career, but... well, one of the worst. It's in the top 5. Oh my gosh. That was one of the biggest things I did not want to do that year. But you could probably ask, like, why didn't you switch out of there? I couldn't. I literally couldn't. Because, like, I signed a thing where it said I could not transfer out, so I was just stuck to that class for the entire semester. So, yeah. That was not fun. Filling out 8-page study guides and all that, and having to study all of it. Just to make sure I did not fail the test. He didn't even give us multiple choice. It was always like short answer or matching, and that was it. No such thing as multiple choice. Ever. Oh, that class was a nightmare. Like honors chemistry. I'm glad it's over now, though. I passed the 90. Barely. I don't know how. It's a mystery even to me how the heck I managed to pass the 90 in that class. But I'm glad it's over, because, like, I'm never doing that again. I will never do something like that again in my life. Ever. Wait a minute. No. I'm always typing slash warp, oh my gosh. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wow. Okay. You know, I didn't think I'd be streaming for so long that I bump up 2 spots on the leaderboard, but okay. You know, funny thing is, like, Galaxy was the person that taught me, like showed me, like, the good secrets of Skyblock, the how to get rich and stuff. It's kind of funny that I took their place now. Alright, time to beat sub score. Time to get more money than sub. That's gonna be interesting. Well, I mean, eventually, because, like, that's gonna take a bit. To get $800,000. Takes a while, but it's fun. Wait, it's gonna be like 900,000. Yeah. Well, that'll be a bit. That'll be Like, I do a lot of this fishing, like, off camera, because, like, just so I can actually, when I want to leaderboard stream, I can actually get the leaderboard on stream. You know? Yeah, it's like that. So I'm on here a lot off camera. Or I'm not busy with fragments. Because now I'm suddenly busy. But still. Alright. Well, I didn't even know you left, but... Welcome back, Diamond. Oh! Ha! I actually know how to do this now. I found something behind the shops. Okay, this is... Okay. I didn't know this existed. Yesterday there was a block where it said mine emerald ore. And I was like, where the frick do you mine emerald ore? Okay, well I could mine this, but... I knew there was some on that edge of the island. Just... ooh. Below it. If I checked on this side, see if there's any I could reach. I was in F5 mode. And... I found this. I found an entire freaking mine shaft. With ore. And emerald ore. I didn't know this existed until yesterday, I swear. Well, that was easy. Like, oh, like, seriously, like... This was how you mined emerald ore. They don't sell it, you mine it here. I think they knew this. Like, I still get to figure out how you mine lapis ore, because they do that sometimes, but... I gotta figure out where that is, but... Still. That interesting little secret. I do not realize existed. I didn't know that existed. I still find it funny. Because I was sitting there for a good 5 minutes when I found that cave. I'm like, are you serious? Wondering how in the world I did not see that. Or how I even didn't think to look behind the shops for a mine when there is literally a miner. Where would the ore come from? And apparently, like, okay. I did not mean to move up twice on the leaderboard today, but apparently I did. You didn't know that I don't think you knew that existed either. Like, did you know that existed? 'Cause I don't think you did. 'Cause I didn't know that existed until, like I've said, yesterday. So I didn't mean to move up twice in the same stream, but... Well, I am slowly climbing this leaderboard. Eventually... Maybe I'll get #1. But time to beat subs. It's time to beat subs balance. However, I'm gonna do that. I think I've been streaming for 2 hours now, wow. I started around 8, like usual. Now it's almost 10:30 in the evening. Yeah. And here I thought it was gonna be a short stream. No, it's not. Okay. I ran out of things to talk about now. I've rambled about fragments for an hour. I rambled about school for around an hour now. This is weird. I mean, I do believe in myself. I do. Like, if I Okay, if I can beat energy score, I can beat subs. Hopefully. Graves energy is number 9 on the leaderboard, but still. I mean, it was bound to happen eventually. Like, somebody was gonna eventually come along and try and get the leaderboard. I mean, it's a fun thing for streams, because, like, I can do this and stream it and, like, have something to do. Give people a reason to be watching, sort of. Even though it's just fishing. It's part of the reason why I usually have people with me. That's why I usually stream in the fan server. I'm in VC in the fan server, because, like, people actually be there and chatting. How much bait do I have left? Okay. How much time I'm gonna have, like, between working on fragments and being able to work on here. Fishing wise, not like actual work. Cause like the official work I have now is the series. It's a nice change for once to be busy. I keep forgetting. That happens every time. Huh. I have not checked the recording server in an hour. Finally. That's part of the reason I've been stressed. I've checked Discord so constantly since this team has finally been created. The fact that I've not thought about checking it for over an hour now is pretty impressive. Like, this is my wife taking a break. This has been my method of, like, relaxing. Alright. Yay. I think I'm finally done fishing for the night. I've done a lot. I've gotten a lot of fish tonight. Works for me. Okay, how you can't shift click on these. You have to drag them up manually, but it's fine. And time to go back off my usual perch. Yay. Come on. Yay. I should not be able to be up here, but apparently somehow I can. I think I'm done streaming for tonight. It's been 2.5 hours, probably. I need to go. I haven't eaten dinner. I probably should have, but I didn't. Right, so yeah. Guess I'm done now. Bye, chat. Anybody in chat? Be seeing you later.